Hey everyone, today and I'll be drawing the mascot horror game Roblox characters from Dandy's World, the new Christmas Toons, only available for this event, and I'm going to be drawing them as humans. Let's get this show on the road, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, the first toon on this list is Ginger. She is one of the many healer toons out of 3. She is the cousin of Cosmo, and she has a longer range than Cosmo actually, which is actually a fun fact. And she actually has half of her head bitten off in her design. I would not do that on her human design, sadly enough, unless she's like Bronchi. I think that's how you say his name. But anyways, I also drew her twisted form, as you can see here. In her twisted form, half of her arm is missing. She does have a very long attention span. She did get nerfed. It used to be 20 seconds or 25, and that got nerfed to 10 seconds, which is still a very long time. And she does take a very long time to have to not be aggro on you anymore. So you could be running around the entire map for about 15 minutes, and she could still be on you. So be careful and try to avoid her. And anyways, here is Ginger. Alright, our next toon on this list is Bobbette. She is a main, and her stats are actually pretty good. Her main ability is hiding in the present, and she can hide in the present for a certain amount of time, and then she will not be able to move. Her secondary ability is regenerating everyone's stamina by 50% faster. And Bobbette's twisted form, she can hear you when you pick up items because she does feel envious from gifts, for what I read, and she will come dashing towards you, so do be very careful. And she does speed up over time. She did get nerfed. She used to be a lot faster than Pebble. And so that being said, she is somewhat slower than Pebble, but she is still almost as fast as him. Though during this, she will come running towards you. She's much like Twisted Dandy, who will come running to you when you finish a machine, but she comes to you when you pick up an item. Anyways, here is human Bobbette. Thank you guys for looking at her. Alright, next toon on this list is going to be Cole. Cole is actually a piece of coal. A lot of people think that she is related to Pebble, and she is not. It has not been confirmed yet, but she is Bobbette's dog. That is confirmed. And she is a she, not a he. She looks very, very lovingly. I love her so much. She's a big old round piece of lump of coal, and she has this little satchel over her body. So how I decided to draw her was with a little winter coat, with a satchel of her head, looking like earmuffs. So I kept the satchel shape with the flag, and I gave her big square eyebrows, little angry eyebrows, angry eyebrows. Sorry, and I gave her a ponytail. I kind of gave it kind of the similar shape of her tail, because I kind of wanted to, and I gave her no arms because I didn't want to draw them for one. I was kind of being lazy, but for two, I kind of felt like it would fit if she had no arms, but they'd be in her winter coat instead, and so she's kind of like nuzzled up in there, all nice and warm. And instead of Bobbette's dog, I feel like as human form, she'd be more like Bobbette's cousin, or like a child, or some super foreign friend, or like some like related. Um, and so when Cole is actually twisted, Cole is, not too much to be worried about. Although when she is in blackout, she is definitely should be worried about. Her attention span is very long, and she can be almost as fast as Pebble, so that is very scary. And she has no footsteps at all, so you won't know when she's coming to you. All you will see is big white teeth and just come charging right at you. That's all you will see, and that is the most terrifying thing to see in blackout. Is a big thing coming at you that looks like a New York street rat coming at you with a big pearly whites trying to chomp your head off. Um. Anyways, I drew Cole, and I was struggling with what her skin tone should be. I knew I wanted to be her to I don't know if I wanted her to match her design to be gray or if I wanted her to be dark skin, so I decided dark skin instead. Um and I gave her a gray winter coat. I put buttons on it and they are going to be golden like yellow. A little bit. I made sure to keep that design of a snowflake around her body that's been on her cheek and on her little flag um on her winter coat. Make sure it's on there to make the design look more cohesive. By the way, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just spewing out nonsense as I'm talking because I'm trying to waste time and trying to make this as long as I can because I do not have a script and I'm just going on with what I'm saying and I'm not going to redo it. I'm not going to record the second time for these things. Anyways, I when I drew Twisted Cole, I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to make Cole big and messed up. Let's make Cole messed up. Yeah, let's do that, right? So I gave Cole anamorphic legs. I think that's what it's called, where they half human legs, whereas animal legs and the rest body's human. I kept that same design where her arms were still in her coat, and I wanted to make her body look kind of like messed up, so like she's not like fully standing straight. And I gave her the same outfit, same hair design, maybe a bit more messed up, and same earmuffs, the same flag on top. I gave her mouth. I did the open mouth that she has on her twisted design. I tried to make it as close as I could to it, and I also made her bow a bit ragged, a bit more like chopped up, and at the ends of her dress as well. I noticed that I didn't add the lacing of it at first, and then I realized it during coloring, before coloring, and I was like, oh crap. So then I added it, and I don't remember if I kept the damaging on the bottom. I believe I did, but I added a nose and made sure everything looked all nice and cohesive, and made everything look all nice and pretty. I made sure the rest of the paws were like her normal skin tone while the rest of it was black, like how the Ecor is. So like the Ecor is like half the legs and she has feet normally. And so I'm just kind of like doodling here, trying to figure out what I'm doing. And while I'm doing this, I'm just thinking to myself, cute little Cole. See, there you go. I added it. There we go. It's back. Okay, and so I just kind of readjust the hair, making sure there's no like scribbled lines, and I'm starting up my coloring here. I'm getting my palette out and making sure I have everything that I need. So from here on out, I'm just gonna blabber about Daddy's World. So I recently got Sprout and Pebble, so that's pretty cool. I'm Distractor Pebble now and Healer Sprout. Anyways, I drew all 4 event Toons. As you can see in this video so far, I've drawn Ginger, Bobbette, Cole, and last one is going to be Rudie. So yeah, I decided to give myself some extra work and make the twisted drawings completely different from the regular drawings, so they are completely 2 separate drawings. And that is the most of that I've been doing here, and that is like probably the best decision I probably made in this entire video to do that, and the worst decision is to not have a script. Am I gonna change that? No, because I'm already halfway finished with this video, and I'm not trying to push out content, but I want to push it out because I've been doing this video for since the update came out, and I just haven't had the motivation to do it. I finally had the motivation, so I'm pushing it out before I lose it. Before I lose that motivation again. Also, I'm very sorry if you hear like any like clicks my tongue or like any breaths. I have a bad mic. My mic ain't good. Alright, my mic ain't good. Right here, I tried to change some line art. Didn't work out too well. Line art was a bit, and so I decided not to. So then I added some other things, added a little bit of glow to her eyes, and voila, I am done. Anyways, here is Human Cole. Yay! Alright, the next toon here is going to be Rudie, our loving reindeer boy who loves Christmas and is in high Christmas spirits. He can't even beat Bobbette. So yeah, that's a fact. Bobbette doesn't even beat how Christmas spirit he is. He's so Christmas spirity that even Bobbette says it's not even Christmas. So this man right here, I made him into a human form that's obsessed with Christmas, and made him a little candy cane headband. I made his overalls like candy corn themed. Hello, you know what I mean. Anyways, twisted form. Hello. He is a silly little guy. So his twisted form, I drew this from very, very sillily. You'll see it in a little bit. But anyways, I drew this man. Love him. Give him some overalls, a green shirt. Overalls are red, of course, Christmassy colors. He is obsessed with Christmas. He will always be obsessed with Christmas. He has a very little smug little smile on his face. He has a little reindeer tail on him that is a part of his overalls that he actually sewed on himself. So he made that and he put it on his overalls. That's what I had canon for his human form anyway. And his peppermint candy corn. No, peppermint Christmas candy corn. Now I have to call it that because I don't remember the name. On his headband, and I gave up on his hand halfway through, so I just said no, and I was gonna crop out his hand, but I decided not to crop it out, and I decided to just, hey, I'm gonna elongate his arm, and oh, I dropped something, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna elongate his arm, and I'm gonna make it look like you know, he has his arm slightly tilted backwards, yeah, and because I was so frustrated with the angle of that hand that I didn't want to do it. But anyways, we got our loving little reindeer boy. But as our loving little reindeer boy, he obviously needs a hobby. He has one. It's loving Christmas, and he has yeah, I don't know what to say. But he's a little toon that loves Christmas. Me too, buddy, me too. I think we all love Christmas here, but not as much as he does. But yeah. So his twisted form, made similar to his actual twisted form. Big bugged out eyes, tilted over, so the same overalls, blacked out legs with ichor, big old horns, and yeah, that's what I did. I'm not sure how long I've made this audio recording compared to the actual video, so it might be chopped up some, so it might sound a little off. Or I might have to redo it completely. But here he is. Here is our human form Rudie. Alright everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video and actually sitting through the amount of time that this video probably took you guys to watch, and probably getting sidetracked and looking at your phone halfway through. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming in and joining and watching me draw and just yammer and yap and just talk about the characters. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and bye-bye!
Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. wings to rise from the ashes.